Hey everyone! Every Tuesday, like clockwork, we get a fresh update that many EV investors look forward to: China's insurance registration numbers. These figures give us a solid hint, if not the exact data, on how many vehicles companies like NIO delivered over the past week. And today, I've got the latest update to share with you all. For the week ending May 4th, NIO recorded 5 in 100 insurance registrations. That number includes 1 in 280 units from the ONVO brand and 350 units from the newly launched Firefly brand. You might be wondering, why is this significant? Let me explain. That week wasn't a typical business week in China. From May 1st to May 4th, the country was observing Labor Day celebrations. That means dealerships and auto delivery centers weren't operating at full throttle. So, when a company like NIO manages to push through 5A100 units during a holiday-shortened period, it says a lot about demand and operational efficiency. To put it into context, here's how some other big EV names performed. Tesla had 7,290 insurance registrations. BYD led the pack with 59,310. XPeng posted 5,550. And Li Auto stood out with an impressive 11,400. So yes, Li Auto had the strongest week. But NIO's numbers are still commendable, especially considering the impact of the holidays. What's particularly exciting is how ONVO and Firefly are beginning to make their presence felt. Firefly, for instance, only just began deliveries last week Tuesday. And yet, within such a short window and during a holiday period, it still managed 350 units. That's quite a strong debut. Just to give you some perspective, in the last 2 days of April, NIO sold 214 Firefly vehicles. So in just a few more days, they more than surpassed that, which is a very positive indicator of growing momentum. This tells us that Firefly might turn out to be a game changer for NIO. If these early signs are anything to go by, this sub-brand could help NIO break through to new delivery milestones sooner than expected. Now, you might recall that when NIO shared its April delivery numbers, the total figure wasn't as high as many anticipated. But looking at the first few days of May, there's renewed optimism. I'm still standing by my earlier prediction that NIO could hit an all-time monthly delivery high by the end of May. The current pace, even with interruptions like national holidays, suggests something big is brewing. The continued strength in insurance registrations also gives us an indirect forecast of what NIO's official delivery numbers could look like. Though these insurance figures aren't the exact delivery count, they've historically been a reliable proxy, helping investors estimate upcoming reports. And if this pattern holds, we could see NIO reporting somewhere between 20K and 30K deliveries this month. Another reason why I'm optimistic is that NIO launched a new wave of incentives in April. These offers encouraged a fresh round of orders, many of which are still in the pipeline for delivery. These incentives clearly worked. They brought in more customers and locked in a solid volume of sales that should carry over into May. Some skeptics, especially short sellers, might try to downplay this. But those of us who follow NIO closely understand the significance of pushing out 5 100 units in a week where most of the country was on holiday. That's not just a good number. It's a strong signal that things are moving in the right direction. We know that NIO has big goals for this year. The company is aiming to double its sales and finally reach profitability, possibly by Q4. Ambitious? Yes. Doable? Absolutely, especially if Firefly and ONVO continue gaining traction like this. These brands are not only expanding NIO's portfolio, but also helping the company reach new customer segments. So yes, blue skies seem to be forming on NIO's horizon. For those who've stayed patient and kept their faith in the company's long-term vision, the coming months could be very rewarding. I'm thrilled to see how things are unfolding. If you're following these numbers as closely as I am, you'll agree that NIO's week-over-week momentum is something worth getting excited about. Next Tuesday, we'll get another batch of insurance registrations, and I wouldn't be surprised if those numbers are equal to or even higher than this week's total. Remember, it's not just about this one week. It's about the trend, and the trend is looking strong. NIO ended April with a backlog of orders thanks to those April incentives, and May is when those deliveries are expected to go full swing. So yes, we're likely heading toward an exciting monthly delivery report by the end of this month. If you found this update valuable, make sure to share it with anyone else who's tracking NIO's performance. This kind of news is crucial for keeping a finger on the pulse of the EV sector. It helps us gauge whether a brand like NIO is on track to meet its short-term targets and, more importantly, its long-term goals. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next